Hey everybody, Green X here. New PC, new me. Let us begin. Flashgames, figments of our childhood that resides firmly next to stick fighting videos and YouTube poops.
Hello, Pops.
Yeah.
Please hold for a collect call from Joe
Fat ass nigga.
Mama.
In my absinthe drunken stupor and Adderall withdrawal, I decided to make a top 10 list on the most ambitious and well-designed Flash games out there. Not only because they are one of the most important and thought-provoking forms of art on the planet right next to midget porn, but also because it's the only type of video games that my PC can run at the moment. Look, I have a new GPU and I need to use it somehow, so what better way to do that than to waste power resources and benchmark it on some of the most demanding games that the era of Windows 9 has to offer. Today, we're going to be covering some classics, such as Territory Wars, Age of War, God of War, and Boys Fashion Outfit Boys. Don't laugh. Do not laugh. This is serious. These boys work hard, and they style harder. Just look at this fit. I call this the Christian. The game starts with a beautiful queen being confronted by a high-end testosterone Sigma male, and then gets hit with a life or death question. What should I pick for my first... What the fuck? There are multiple hairstyles in this game, ranging from the TikTok to the housewife, the radical lesbian, and of course, the faggot. This is easily one of the shittiest games I have played in my entire life, but at least it's still more playable than Marvel's Avengers. 9 out of 10, let's move on. It's time for the real list. In no particular order, we start at number 10 with Beat Up Your PC. Have you ever wanted to destroy your computer for crashing on Sony Vegas one too many times? I have.
You're garbage!
Have you wanted to see what it's like to experience the same euphoria the FaZe Clan members do when they smash their keyboards? Or maybe you just need to practice for whenever your dad comes in to look at your computer and you need a quicker way of erasing all of that illegal pornography. You can do that in this game, and it feels great. It's games like these that suppress my urges to go over 60 in a school zone. At number 9, we have Douchebag Life.
Tired of working hard every single day? Tired of being ignored by the women? Have you had just about enough?
Yeah.
Well, now you can live the douchebag life! I'm a douchebag. I'm a
Douchebag Life is an MMO RPG 2D experience that puts you in the shoes of a beta that needs to become alpha as fuck within the span of 14 days so he can get into the super exotic beach party that he was not invited to. The goal is simple: get gains, obtain drip, score with females, and get put in prison over a battery charge. As you can see, I started out looking whack as all hell. I was corny, my shoes were scuffed, my clothes Goodwill branded, and worst of all, I was a honky. I needed to change this immediately if I ever wanted to get inside of that beach party. And so, my journey began, and it wasn't even 5 seconds until my brain tumor started developing from the soundtrack. So, I worked, and I worked hard. I got gains, got drip, and got an STI, and then I died early. Call me this generation's Al Capone because this fat bitch just gave me syphilis. I don't know what's sadder, the fact that I even bothered writing a script for this, or that I managed to play through this game for more than 15 minutes. But I don't care. I love this. This game showed 10-year-old me what it really meant to be a man. Not only do you need baggy pants with a shitty haircut, but you also need to have a hypebeast anthem blasting as you walk around the city, while you make extremely awkward facial expressions that make you look either constipated or look like a retard. Moral of the story is, get gains, and reject white privilege. At number 8, we have Dad and Me, a game where you play as a kid in a mask who beats the shit out of other kids. That's it. That's all you do. And it still manages to be one of the most impactful games ever created. The game is relatively easy until you get to this big black guy who keeps shooting the fuck out of you while he lets out obscenities such as cracker and corny ass white dude. I died very quickly. Fuck this game. Number 7, we got Gunblood. This was a favorite as a kid. I would always fuck everyone up and win every time. The game was fun, gory, and it gave me erections.
Boom, dickhead.
But playing it today, it seems I sucked complete ass at the game because every time I kill my target, it still says I lose, even though my opponent's head is quite clearly ripped off and I only got shot in the leg like twice. I guess the game counts lead poisoning or something. Anyway, the game is still very fun, but it also sucks. Next game. At number 6, we have Bloody Rage. It's janky, it's violent, and I absolutely love it. It's better than Mortal Kombat, and I'm not even being sarcastic, because only this game can let you make a character that's based off of the legendary anime character Vegeta, and then name him Fetus Consumer. It's beautiful. It's like Tekken, except made by asylum escapists and vegetables. Number 5, we have another douchebag game, Douchebag Workout 2. Like Douchebag Life, you need to obtain some impressive feats in testosterone and court as many females as possible. You have 4 objectives: increase mass, get swag, be popular, and get chicks. With an X.
Can't wait to get so much awesomeness.
What the fuck? I entered the gym and found a buck-toothed lady who gave me my gym membership, and as soon as I was cleared, I went in and had a fucking heart attack on the machines. In this game, instead of going to work like a real man, you call your, daddy for money.
Hey Dad, can you send me some money?
You idiot. Why don't you get a job?
You can use this money to buy protein shakes, steroids, new hairstyles, as well as other things that will help you get bitches. The main objective, simplified, is work out until your mouse breaks and make your character look like Fred Durst. Only then, truly, will you become Douchebag Ultimate. And, fuck it. Let's just review all the douchebag games at this point. Douchebag Workout 1, the original that started it all. Like American Cheese, it's the original that would inspire all other sequels, but because of this is douchebag at its most stripped down form. But for what it is, it's still better than most games I play on the PS4. Then we have Douchebag Beach Club. It's easily the worst in the franchise. Not because of its gameplay, but because I can't run the game. And this time, thankfully, it's not because of my specs. The game was just too reliant on Adobe flash drive. But that about covers it for the Douchebag franchise. 10 out of 10. It's better than Metal Gear Solid, and twice as complex. At number 4, we have The Impossible Quiz. This game fucking sucks. It's retarded. Instead, I'll leave my main man Jeff to describe how he feels about this game.
Blip blop bloop banga langa woof nubby fruff.
At number 3, we have Territory Wars, a game where you give your private militia the appropriate title and then charge into battle and fall off the map. Never has it been so satisfying to crush an entire stickman army with nothing more than just your boot. This game was absolutely stuck to my childhood, especially because of the soundtrack. Just listen to this. It's like if Gojira started using GarageBand as its primary DAW and used a Blue Yeti snowball to record the music. This game, at times, can be a little tricky, but I have solutions. My main tactic for winning in this game is naming myself after ISIS leaders and getting unnecessarily close to my enemies with fragmentation grenades. Regardless, this game is pretty fucking great. It makes me feel empowered, and it makes me want to Tokyo drift into a political protest. Yeah, I don't know. How about we just cut this part out? Next up on the list, at number 2, we have a very dark game. Anyone under the age of 18 and below the height of 5'9", please click off of this video right now. This game tackles themes such as torture, gore, and infidelity. What the fuck is that sound? What the fuck? Happy Wheels, the game that blew up all of our favorite childhood YouTubers, and anyone with 2 eyeballs and a square root of brain cells can see why. Happy Wheels is a game that was made by a beautiful man known as Total Jerkface, which sounds like a very exotic Canadian sex position. As a kid, prior to playing Happy Wheels, I was already a fan of his work, since he was also the creator of Divine Intervention, which was one of the very first Flash games that I played as a kid, and is definitely one of the more unique Flash games out there. The main levels on Happy Wheels, which were good enough to be verified by the game's creator, are pretty damn good by themselves, but if you get bored, you could always browse the millions of autistic levels that can give you thousands of hours worth of playtime. The characters are all very fun, they each have their own quirk that makes them stand out, and because of this, it makes those levels all the more entertaining. One of my favorite levels in this game has to be the one where you need to escape an Imagine Dragons concert. So, in order to streamline the process, I went a big fat man with a lawnmower, and then decided to go complete apeshit on the crowd. Call me the gardener. Cause these niggas grass. I also really like the level Backyard Wrestling, where you get to play as a PTSD-ridden geriatric that is bound by a wheelchair, where you then, after getting propelled into the air by some unknown force, do some sick tricks that may or may not divide your body into unhealthy portions. I could talk more about this game, but we would be stretching this video out to about 50 minutes, so instead, I'll just leave you with this final statement. Happy Wheels is still amazing, and it doesn't need that whack-ass Adobe flash drive that those honkies made. It's still just as great as the day that I played it, and the community keeps it alive. On top of that, a Happy Wheels 2 is currently in the works, and you best believe I'll be reviewing that shit when it does come out in the year 2079. Or maybe never, you know, that's probably more realistic. Alright, I'm gonna make this one quick because I'm getting sick and tired of editing this fucking video. This has been taking way too long. So tell you what, let's speedrun this. At number 1, we have last, but definitely not least. In fact, I will even argue that I have saved the best for last. It may not be my absolute favorite Flash game, but god damn it, it's one of the most important video games in history ever. That's right, I'm talking about Milfy City. Wait, no, that's not right. Age of War, that's right. Age of War is a Flash game released in the year of our Lord 2007, and it is one of the most compelling Flash games out there. You start out the game as a group of humble Neanderthals and begin to work yourselves up the evolution pole. There are 5 evolution stages in total: the Stone Age, the Medieval Age, the Renaissance Age, the Modern Age, and the Future Age. And they're all complete garbage, except for the Stone Age. I will be describing each stage in detail and go in depth about what makes them click or what makes them shit, assuming they're not the Stone Age. First up, we have the Stone Age. Easily probably the best stage, because they require little to no money, so in later stages you can just start spamming cavemen, as well as set up artillery turrets that shoot out great value hard-boiled eggs straight out of the shelf from Walmart. Trust me, they're harder than you think. Their ultimate ability is pretty much the second best in the game, and their simplicity of being a bunch of Neanderthals with wooden clubs is what gives them the tactical edge needed to defeat the armies. Mostly because when you're a part of the Navy SEALs and you've been trained all your life to go up against the Taliban, you don't really expect your enemies to start charging you out of nowhere with fucking Tyrannosauruses. Overall, the Stone Age is very lit. I give them a 4.0 GPA score. Next up, after the dodo fuckers, we have the Medieval Age. Pretty nice, but they are practically a copy of the Stone Age with a shittier ability, so most of the times I just skip them. Then you have the Renaissance Age, an age so bad and utterly useless that I honestly don't know one man that actually likes this piece of shit stage that doesn't like partaking in the activity of inbreeding and using shit as a projectile whenever they feel they are losing an argument. Their ability is fucking garbage. I'm sorry, Renaissance fans, but summoning a golden shower upon yourself won't prevent your drunken dad from beating you with his ramrod. A golden aura that heals you by 2 points every minute? I sleep. But a fucking laser from the sky wiping out everything in its path? Real shit. Get this whack pagan bullshit out of my face. I find more use out of my dodo cock sleeve. Then you have the Modern Age. It's pretty good. Probably the most entertaining right next to the Stone Age. I don't really have much else to say about them other than they're pretty damn good ultimate. Then, finally, you have the Future Age. Pretty fucking great. Their ult is what saves them. It covers the entire map, so it never misses. And their soldiers are pretty much just an improved version of the Modern Age, so you have no reason not to upgrade. So, that's all the ages. It's very simple. Keep playing until you win, and then play again. It's very fun, addicting, and the absolute best thing about the entire game is its song, which is quite possibly one of the most iconic theme songs in gaming history. And I'm not even joking. This isn't part of the bit or anything. I really do jam out to this shit when I'm editing videos. Shit, I'm listening to it right now. It's pretty fucking great. It sounds like Mozart if he was born in the 2000s and made music on Fruity Loop Studio. That's a compliment, by the way. And that about covers it for Age of War and this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you want me to cover more obscure Flash games from my childhood, because trust me, I got tons. I'm the king of Flash games, son. Can't be touched. Anyway, I'm out.
Put this on right now.
Don't forget to drop a like and a sub, or I'll drop a deuce in your mouth. I'm sorry. I don't quite know where that came from. More content is on the way, so be sure to stay tuned. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.